I think there's a lot of missed opportunity within organizations to figure out where those synergies are, where the controls overlap, where the processes overlap, and the skill sets need to be harnessed so that the organization is better. That's one of the first movements that we do in an organization is figure out what they've got. And I use the Socrates quote, know thyself. You've got to understand how your organization works, and unfortunately, there's no macaroni and cheese recipe for security. What I mean by the macaroni and cheese recipe is macaroni and cheese is pretty easy to make. You look at the back of the box, you put in the water, you drain it off, you put the cheese packet in, you're done. Security doesn't work that way. I think from a security breach perspective, and it's funny because I think that a lot of people think that something's happened terribly wrong if a breach occurs or any type of infiltration or exfiltration of data happens. It's going to happen. The odds are stacked too much against our clients these days. So they put these controls in place. They're going to be tested. They're going to be circumvented at a certain point. And that's where you have to have the appropriate visibility to be able to detect this, because the worst thing that can happen is you find out you've been breached and you find out that it was hundreds of days ago. But I think a knee-jerk reaction is, let me buy, if I was attacked by X, I'm going to buy the control that the web says, so they say this brand new firewall protects against X, that's what I go buy. That's a terrible strategy, because you need to look at the overall controls posture that you've got in your organization, its defense in depth. We've got to go in and look at what the business objectives are. We're business consultants who are security experts. So we go in and look at what are you guys trying to accomplish, and then what do you got? Figure out what that governance model is. What are the regulatory requirements that you've got to deal with, from a fine or a, legal perspective, and then what are the goals of the organization, what are we trying to accomplish? And those things are just as important. Figure out how we're going to accomplish these things, because there's different tactics and techniques for doing it. And then we figure out where their gaps are.